I want to pose a couple of questions. If you have a service connected knee, how are you going to prove that the middle piece, which is the weight gain, has caused the OSA, the sleep apnea?
1, 2, 3, 4. Change step. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, what's going on? It's Jerome. So I just saw a very well done video that talked about a strategy for VA disability increases and how I think there was an example that talked about how you can, if a person has a knee issue and they're saying that they want to tie the knee issue to a service connected knee to OSA, sleep apnea, that the way that they can do that is by showing the middle ground, which is weight increase. And as someone who was a VSO in training, I get it. I get that approach but as someone who's a nurse, I also want to be able to just add a little bit more value and kind of walk through how you would actually do it because it's a little bit more than just saying it. But before we get into it, if this is the first time that we're meeting, my name is Jerome Spearman. I am the owner and founder of Open Ranks Nurse Consulting Services, where we make it easy for you and the rater to understand your medical history quickly. I want to pose a couple of questions. If you have a service connected knee, how are you going to prove that the middle piece, which is the weight gain, has caused the OSA, the sleep apnea? One way that you could start to prep your mind in terms of figuring out how to do it is look at some recent case law about these particular issues of weight gain and OSA. I think if you look at case law, it would help you to understand maybe perhaps some of the challenges that the veteran may have gone through and also some of the wins that the veteran had when filing for this particular secondary condition. So I would spend some time in research, right? Before I discover, I would research how this kind of went about, right? How did other veterans do this? The second thing I would do then is do some internal research. Well, what do you mean, Spear? Well, you have your service connected knee, and the weight gain you're saying it starts, because your knee, you're not able to exercise, and now you have this weight gain. How are you going to prove that? Have you gone to the doctor on your annual checkups and have they diagnosed you with obesity? If not, have you gone to the doctor? And I'm quite sure they've taken your weight. So if you can demonstrate over time that there was some weight gain, perhaps you can probably present it in that kind of a manner. But I think it would be better if you walk through and talk to your physician and have your physician diagnose you with obesity or weight gain or whatever, right? Because now you have it documented. There is a difference between subjective evidence and objective evidence. The objective evidence is this doctor is doing exams and also looking at findings, signs and symptoms, and findings in order to put the pieces of the puzzle together. So, what are some of those signs? Vital signs. They're vital. A part of vital signs is taking the patient's weight. So, that is one way that I would approach getting that middle piece of obesity documented. The next thing I would do is speak with my physician and have him or her send me to a pulmonologist and have that person diagnose me with OSA.
Um,
Develop the relationship with the pulmonologist, have a sleep study, But you develop that relationship with the pulmonologist, and now they may be able to write a letter saying it is very clear. They can say that it is very clear that the weight gain has caused sleep apnea, and then they can present you with other clinical medical journals. So I wanted to break that piece down a bit because it's not just as simple as just saying, oh, makes sense. I got a knee issue causing my weight gain, then it causes sleep apnea. There's a few other pieces with that. If you have hard clinical evidence, hard medical evidence, that will help you in your case. Now, I'm not a lawyer, I am not a VSO anymore, but I am a nurse who can read, and I am a nurse who understands medical records. So if you want to prove that, think about it from that approach. If you need help walking through, looking at your medical records and pulling out those pieces of information, click the link below. We'll get you started. We'll have no problem to set up a quick call and to see how we can help you get to where you want to be. We are a medical record review company. That's it.